How many of you are with a partner or in a marriage or a relationship that just doesn't seem to be working and don't know what to do about it? We're going to talk about that right now on the tune up. Well, many of you are married, many of you are dealing with relationships with people that you're not necessarily married to. Some of you had problems with getting along with a boss or someone at work. Other ones talk to me about your kids, just getting along with your kids, especially teenagers. So all of these relationships are a little bit different, but they all have one thing in common. That's you. And in all relationships, always remember it takes two. But if they're young people, the responsibility pretty much is on you to manage this. But in a marital relationship, which most of you have talked to me about and asked questions, I'm going to center on that today because it seems to be getting more serious as stress raises in our society. More uncertainty is happening every day. So this causes residual stress in each one of us. And we become a little short, we become a little angry, we become a little nervous about certain things and our own mortality and our own survivability and all of this stuff. So one of the first people to take a hit from us is going to be, and hit, I mean, just a negativity, is someone who we're close to, which is probably our wife or our husband. In these kind of relationships, familiarity does breed contempt. It is true. People get familiar with you. They all of a sudden think they know all your behaviors. They second guess you. They know how you're going to act if they say something. And this sometime with this anticipation in the NLP world, neuro-linguistic programming world, and communication, we call that mind reading. It's one of the most serious things we can do to violate the integrity of a relationship, assuming we know someone is going to say something before they say it and cutting them off. Many relationships have this going on, especially if you've been married for longer than 3 years or been together for longer than 3 to 5 years. They say there's a 7-year itch in many marriages. Things start falling apart after 7 years. And believe it or not, in my almost 40 years of practice, that seems to be true. That 7-year mark seems to mark trouble for just about everybody. So today, let's take a look at a couple of solutions for this. The first thing I want you to do is really analyze and take a look at the way you're managing the relationship yourself. Are you presupposing the other person is the negative one and it's not you? Always look at your own behaviors first. If someone is not responding to you appropriately, always review, what am I doing in order to create that behavior in the other person? Sometimes we say things, do things unconsciously that cause us to actually trigger someone else to do something negative back at us. They call it the mirror effect. If you really want to get along in your relationship, the first thing you have to do is learn how to talk to someone rather than at someone. I found in many relationships, people just seem to bark out orders. No thank you, no please, no appreciation. Much different than that first 90 days we met someone when we were all on our best behavior. In long-term relationships, they grow stale because of familiarity, but they also grow stale because we take the other person for granted. Remember, we married them or we're with them because we appreciate them, we love them, and we want to be with them. Remember that. That's how we got in this place to start with. Then what happened? Familiarity. Well, what you have to do with that is have a deeper appreciation for the fact that this person knows you. The comfort of that is they know you, and they've probably forgiven you for the last 7 years, so they're probably going to continue to do so. What you want to do to manage your side of the relationship is focus on what you can do today that's going to allow you to really listen and appreciate, not cut someone off, and understand that many times all someone wants to do is to be listened to be appreciated. With many women that I talk to, they really don't want the husband or the man in their life to fix the problem. They want to express the problem and have feedback for it, not necessarily a solution. However, all us men, we're fixers, right? Put tab A in slot B and we got it done. Well, relationships don't work that way. When you have a female partner, you want to be very, very careful to not just come up with a quick solution and blow them off so they feel unlistened to, unappreciated, or misunderstood. For you men out there, the biggest thing you can do right now is to slow down, look at the woman that you love, or that spouse of yours, or your girlfriend, and remember that you're in this relationship because you love them, like them, and appreciate them, and treat them that way. Everyone wants to be loved, everyone wants to be respected, and everyone wants to be appreciated. Are you the partner that you want to have yourself? Ask yourself that question. And when they speak to you, really listen and let them know you're listening by give them feedback statements, by repeating what they said and see if you understand it correctly. For you women out there, for your man, keep in mind, men aren't process oriented. They're fix it oriented. So what you can do is listen to them and offer solutions, and they'll appreciate that. And remember, if you start rambling on about processing through their feelings and, really dig deep into the problem, they don't want to hear that. They want to hear, what would you do in this case? What do you think I should do? So let's think about the way we communicate to our loved ones, the people that we're having a hard time with, and even with your children. Many of these techniques work just as well. Give yourself permission to experiment with it and also not be too hard on yourself. This happens to all of us. This isn't just you. In your relationships, remember, it's one of the most precious things that's going to happen in your life. It's also one of the most difficult. If anybody goes into a relationship thinking, well, I got a girlfriend, this is just great, and it's going to be easy, forget about it. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be work. And most of the work's going to be on you because they're going to reflect back to you your worst behaviors, the things that you're probably doing wrong a lot. And it's your growth to change those things for both men and women. So until next time, let's work on this. And again, I really appreciate all of you that have signed on to the tune-ups. I'm happy to be back. And also, I'm more than happy to look at your feedback, your ideas. And once in a while, we might grab one of them and do a tune-up on it. That's how I get all the information to do these tune-ups. And remember, I'm doing this for you. If I can help you, great. You can also contact me directly on my email address at drgarydaniel@gmail.com. And that's doctor with a DR. Also subscribe, really appreciate it. And also ring that notification bell so you know when a brand new tune-up comes out. Until next time, we appreciate and love all of you. Thank you so much for watching. And I trust this is going to help you a little bit. Until next time, bye-bye.